Hey guys, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know that Surewinder is still selling amazing products. Some of you guys have been dragging your feet for whatever reason. If your shoulder hurts, do not waste time. Pull the trigger. I just bought 4 or 5 of them, and we had 2 guys out. You know how much it cost me to pay for 2 guys being out with bad shoulders? We just pulled the trigger and we said, listen, everybody's going to have one on a truck. It's mandatory. You got to use it. Don't hesitate. Don't wait till your guys go down. It's going to cost you more. Buy a Surewinder.
What's up, guys? Ryan here, Torsion Talk podcast, and I have something really special for you guys today. I'm going to play a reel that I saw on Instagram, and I'm going to do a podcast on it because I think when I heard this, I was on a walk and it stopped me in my tracks. This is a game changer, and I'm going to share why. So watch this video real quick, and then as soon as it gets back, we'll start the podcast.
People change when they hurt enough they have to, when they see enough they're inspired to, when they learn enough that they want to, and when they receive enough that they're able to. Those are the 4 times that people change.
All right, so John Maxwell in this video actually discusses the 4 pillars of change. And the premise is that I think business owners in general get stuck in one pillar in particular. That's the pain pillar. I've been there. I'm not like preaching. I'm preaching from a place of experience. Most successful people move on, and they're able to move on and move quickly once they get past that pain point. I see this a lot in the home services industry as a whole, that we feel a sense of pride in the grind and the figured out mindset. And that's what holds us back a lot of times. So I want to spend a little bit of time talking about the hurt part that he talked about, the pain, and we could start there. And I think this is going to resonate with a lot of you guys. So people change when they hurt enough they have to. If you relate to that, which if you're listening to this podcast, most likely you can relate to this because we've all done it at some level. But you're paying a price for not knowing things when they come up. You know, I commonly tell people that the things that I know don't scare me, it's the things I don't know. It's the compiling of all the things that I don't know that keep me in a place of pain, quite frankly. Bad hires that cost thousands in repairs or lost reputation. Inefficient routing that eats up gas and time. Underpricing because you don't understand your overhead. And then there's the cost of just everything feeling like it's compounded, right? When it's all hit you at once, taxes, broken down truck, a key tech quitting, or an employee in general. Pain can be a great motivator because it's motivated me. I remember when the doctor told me that I had a problem with my heart, and that it's in the corridor or whatever that people will call the widowmaker. And she said, I can't tell you because a lot of times there's no signs of it. You just die. You're talking about the great motivator. That's one of the greatest motivators, in my opinion. I lost 30 something pounds in like 2 months. Pain is probably the greatest motivator, but it's a terrible business strategy. And I think a lot of us have placed it as a business strategy in our company, not intentionally, and maybe you don't even know you do it, but you do it. And if you only change when it hurts, then you're always playing defense. The number 2 pillar that he spoke about was to see enough. They're inspired to change. This was interesting because I think one of the greatest examples of this in our industry is when people went out to see Tommy Mello's place. When Tommy opened up, A1 in Phoenix and said, "Hey guys, come on out, check us out, see our training facility, see our warehouse, see our building." And for a lot of people, they've never been in a facility like that. So it was mind-blowing for them. It it's kinda like when I was a kid, I was an athlete and I had an opportunity to go play college. I could have very easily played college baseball, but I didn't have the motivation to continue through playing, and I didn't have the grades because I didn't have the motivation. So I think about that now, and if I could have gotten a taste of college, maybe gone and toured some colleges, seen what the life was like, whatever, I could have visualized myself there, and that could have motivated me. This is why I like the impact that Tommy's had on our industry, but his he's just one, I think he likes it. 2, he's giving, and I think he's a giver. A lot of owners in our industry think like $200,000-$300,000 is the ceiling because that's all they've seen and they're okay with it. They settle. Or they think the pain past that point is too difficult that they don't want to go there. When you see a business owner running $5 million and they're going on vacation, your impossible becomes your new goal. And this is why, like, I think you have so many podcasts that are popular. People are trying to find information to help get them there. The third pillar, they learn enough they want to. But like number I think there's 2 components to this. One, you gotta be willing to find the information. You gotta actively seek it out. And then you've gotta find time to implement. One of the most commonly spoken about things is you go to a conference and you take a bunch of notes and you get excited, yet statistics show that you're not going to implement any of them intentionally.
Hey guys, I found something that changed my business and I want to share it with you. We've created packages that have included some of the best products in our industry to offer our service customers. The heart of that package is Stealth Hardware Kit. Stealth Hardware is the quietest hinges on the market. I challenge you to buy at least one of these, test it for yourself. Put it on your truck and design a quiet performance package for your customers willing to pay for a better, smoother running door. Buy your Stealth Hardware Kit at Service Spring, do a search for Quiet Hinge, and then buy that. You can buy a double or single door, 7 or 8 foot tall, and promise you, it'll change your service forever.
Somer USA and Somer Group want to thank you for an incredible year and the trust you put in them and their products. As you know, Somer places high value on relationships, education, customer service, innovation, and professionalism. And they are grateful to you for your part in the fostering and dissemination of these values. If there is any way Somer can support you in your journey, whether through their products, the values they hold to, or the knowledge Somer has gained through interaction with door dealers across the world, please reach out to the team at your convenience. They are here to serve you. Again, thank you from the entire Somer team. Check them out at somerusa.com. Tell them Ryan sent you.
It's just human nature. We have to be intentional about learning, and we have to be intentional about what we do with the information once we have it. Knowledge removes the fear of growth. Answers are out there. The problem is that we're too cheap as an industry that we don't want to exchange money for information. When I tell people that I dropped 25 grand on a single phone call just so I could be around someone that I knew had information and was on the cutting edge of AI, he's like, "Hey, $25,000, I'll give you access to me. We'll meet weekly. We'll go through things." I was like, "Man, let me get my card. 25 grand for a full year of access? No brainer. Absolutely no brainer." And this is why we're so much further ahead than probably anybody in the garage door industry, like Markenuity, as far as building tools, utilizing AI, whatever. Being cheap is the most expensive mistake you can make. If a $5,000 investment can save you $5,000 or $50,000 rather, wouldn't that make good investment? Wouldn't that be a good investment? Stop trying to reinvent the wheel. The wheel already exists. Like, there are people like me who love to beta test things and to try new things and to whatever. Innovators. But don't fool yourself, like, you're not an innovator. Most of you aren't. Like, the innovators are a very small select group. And you gotta have enough money to innovate. Like, you have to invest in innovation. And the fourth pillar, they receive enough, they're able to change. Having the tools and the support system to actually execute. This is so good, y'all. I feel like I'm in church. And listen, you could shut the podcast off right now. You can shut off right now because I would be doing you an injustice if I didn't at least share with you that I think that GDU does the last three things and prevents the first thing. I know I try not to plug my stuff on here because I try to keep it separate, but I'm just going to tell you that we have people inquire all the time about Garage Door U, and when we tell them it costs money, some of them get defensive and angry, like we're supposed to give it away for free. And here's the deal. When I started it, I didn't need money. I still don't need money. But if we don't charge for it, you don't show up. And if we don't charge enough for it, you don't show up. That's the pain part, right? Like if everyone would show up, we could charge so much less. But I'll just be honest. People who don't show up when they're paying that much, they leave. And that's exactly what we want to have happen. I don't want a big group with a small participation. Our level of participation is excellent because we help you receive information and resources and connections that you can't get anywhere else. Nowhere else. It's one thing to have a goal, but it's a completely other thing to have a community that literally cares about you and your success, that's tight with each other. That's more about you guys, the peer part, than anything else. So what I'm telling you right now is every month you spend effort and money figuring it out. You could be like Greg Giaquinto. I, I don't know if you guys have been following me long enough, but Greg, I used to brag on him all the time, and I'm gonna brag on him again. It was so impressive to me. You know, he told me before he took over his dad's company that the one weakness he felt like he really had was the accounting side. And so what did he do? He signed up for a college course on accounting. I mean, guys, this is this is it, right? Like it's not that difficult. And for a lot of us, we haven't been business owners very long. Yet sometimes we act like we're geniuses or we're the best at it. And if you're at 5 million, you don't you don't know everything. If you're at 10 million, you don't know everything. If you're at 15 million, you don't know everything. And here's the catch, the people that I see that get around that 5 million mark, they're actively seeking out people, like either peers or mentors because they know the challenge and they're trying to push through. If I only knew now what I like, if I knew back then what I know now, I could have gotten here a lot faster. I could have gotten here a lot faster, but with a lot less pain. And you're telling me that you don't want to pay for school, you don't have the time for a couple hours a night to figure things out, you don't want to pay for sales training, you don't want to pay for marketing, you don't want to pay for masterminds or peer groups or buyers clubs, whatever. You don't want to pay for it. That's perfectly fine. You are so stinking tough and cheap that you will give a part of you in exchange for cash that you can earn easily. But there's only so much of you to give away. I really want to change the mindset of our industry. We really need to be more about education. The fact that we don't have majority of our industry certified is a shame. IDEA makes it so easy and it's so cheap. Yet I talk to businesses all the time that do not have people that are certified. And I tell them, listen, stop. As soon as we get off this call, I want you to go online and register and get your guys certified ASAP. Do they do it? No, most of them don't. It's stupid, y'all. Get accredited. That experience is hard. I'm talking about pain. I exchanged money and pain to pass that test. It's no fun. But it feels good when you get it. Listen, I hope I gave you enough to think about today because I really genuinely care that you win. And if you are interested in Garage Door U, hit me up. But I would encourage you, listen, don't be afraid to sign up for college and learn things that you don't currently know. That's all I got. Be blessed.